The primary focus of my research is computer simulations of blood flow down at the micro scale using high-performance computing. My training is in mechanical engineering. Both my undergrad and my PhD were in mechanical engineering. Right after my undergrad, I went to work in industry for about 8 years where I did fluid dynamics of thermal fluid systems of power plants, so something completely different than my current research right now. The common ground is that it's all fluid modeling, or modeling of fluids flowing through different types of conduits. In power plants, it would be steam flowing through a pipe. In our bodies, it's blood flowing through these very small vessel networks. We model red blood cells, we model white blood cells, we model cancerous cells, we model platelets to provide for a very comprehensive, detailed picture of the microphysics of blood flow. I see our research down the road going out of the lab and into a clinical setting. Say there's 5 different treatment approach options. We would simulate each of those different treatment approaches and see how it might be different in our simulation and come up with the best one for that particular patient. So personalized medicine, patient-specific simulations in the clinic is something that is definitely possible in the future with our type of research.
Currently, what we're focusing on is developing human engineered tissue models that integrate stem cells, biomaterials, and biomimetic bioreactor systems. More recently, we have been developing these engineered diseased tissue models, which is a paradigm shift from developing a healthy tissue. One of the simplest way to explain the research that we're doing is to create basically a heart attack in a petri dish. To really understand the pathological process following the heart attack is essential in developing ways to treat and repair after the heart failure. So one of the most exciting areas in tissue engineering field is for us to be able to create tissues that are patient-specific, which allows personalized treatment and therapy. The other thing that we're focusing in the lab is to create insulin-producing tissues. In order for these insulin-producing tissues to be functional, we need to have vascular support, which is one of the areas that we're looking to realize. So there are lots of these exciting opportunities that engineered tissues offer as a tool or platform.
The American Institute of Medicine estimates that there are over 100 million US adults who live with chronic pain. And the annual cost of managing this pain is over 600 billion US dollars. And so by looking at the biological system, we're trying to develop smart devices or smart biosensors. For example, if somebody is in chronic pain, there are certain types of proteins, certain types of chemicals that are released into the bloodstream that by a very simple prick of the finger, one can analyze or detect. At the NJIT Biosmart Center, we are working with computer scientists to combine our biosensor with artificial intelligence so that we can create the database for certain selected biomarkers for chronic pain. It gives you a picture of a future where there is a very simple device, portable device, that can literally tell people how much pain. And that would help physicians, for example, to determine how much drugs you need. What sets NJIT apart can be summed up in 2 words: applied learning. We have the opportunity to collaborate with national labs like the Brookhaven National Lab, like the Cold Harbor labs, like the New York Genome Research Center.
We have all these great researchers that are, an arm's distance away that we can all just talk with and work together.
Mathematicians and physicists and biologists and chemists, environmental scientists working together to achieve a single goal, which is to help humanity.